All right, nice. So this works. Sweet. All right. Hi. Um, I already tried streaming this about 2 minutes ago and it sort of failed. But what I'll do is I'll start from scratch. Um, all right. So what am I doing? I am creating a DR, creating a Telegram bot. So Telegram is a messaging platform, and it's the appeal of Telegram to me at least is that um, you get you basically get this API that you can work with, and it's like very welcoming to developers. You can write bots on top of the Telegram API, and um, you can do all sorts of things with this. You have like custom keyboards and stuff, and there's some pretty neat bots out there. But what I'd like to do is create a Telegram bot that automates my life a little bit. I mean, a lot of people have tried like automating their life, but it's like I feel like Telegram can really help. Like I like getting push notifications. Telegram's push notifications are reliable. Like just being notified of what's going on in my world, that'd be really great. Ideally, what I'd want is a very small core that takes messages from API and sends messages out. And I'd like an extension API or an extension DSL um, that would make it easy for me to spin up new extensions. So, like, let's say I want to know, um, I don't know, like what's going, like the local news in my city. Um, I should be able to have something run periodically and notify me of that. Um, but I mean, you could do that with the regular Telegram API. It's just I found it a little bit difficult to get started with it. Um, like okay, so I already created something called DRD, and DRD is a very custom, very custom bot that the only thing it does is it tells me, um, gives me news articles, and that's basically it. It gives me news articles. Um, like I'd like it to be more extensible, but the problem is that some of the stuff it's just I wish this was all most a lot of this stuff was abstracted away so that I wouldn't have to deal with RSS feeds manually or or like having to deal with messages and stuff. I just want to be able to push to my client to my client. Yeah, basically. And I'd also like to right now it's not very extensible. Like if someone else wants to use it, um, they're free to use it. It's like it works. The only problem is that they'd have to get their own API key and put their own code on top of that, and it's not very nice. It's a very involved process. You gotta like and this only serves my needs, like cbc.ex. It's like checks CBC articles for local news, basically. I just use it for local news, but like no one really. I mean, other than Canadians, no one really cares about it. Um, there's the Hacker News thing. It's like I'd like to basically boil it down so that I can spin out new integrations very quickly, and maybe other people can contribute as well. Yeah, so let's get started. I'm gonna create this. I'm gonna create a new project for this. I've decided to use Elixir because I like it. I've played around with it a little bit. I'm not an expert, but um, it's I, I like what I'm seeing so far. Uh, so I'm gonna create a new application, um, and I'm specifying the module. So what it would do otherwise, this just makes the module DRDs instead of DRD v2 or something like that. I just want it. I just want it to be named, the module to be named DRD. If I go into DRD, DRD v2, yeah. All right, so I've got something, I've got a project here. I've got a README that it generated for me. So I haven't published it yet, but eventually when I do, that's how you install it. I don't need that. Installation doesn't matter. Yeah. Now, what do I need to do? Let's look at the Telegram API. I think that's the easiest way to start. So if I look at the Telegram API, there's this bot API. That's what I'm going to be using. The bot API basically lets you create a Telegram bot account hooked up to your regular account, and it lets you, yeah, it basically just lets you, it gives you like all sorts of cool stuff like subbot perks. You get deep linking, you get inline like these stickers and stuff. You get these cool looking keyboards. You get slash commands. Yeah. The only restriction is that your username must end with a bot. So if you're looking for me, you'll find DRD bot. That's what my bot is called. What am I doing? So yeah, there's this bot API here. I don't know where the docs are. I think API manual. Yeah, there it is. So I've already got my auth token. Yeah, got my auth token, and it looks something like that. I don't want to reveal it on the stream, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to steal it from DRD. DRD token and move it here, so that I'm not going to show you what that is. So I've got the token already. I shouldn't have moved it. Crap. I should have CP'd it. Token DRD token there. So yeah, so what I did there, I was just, so there's this file called token, this file that contains my token, and yeah, let's go ahead. Just want to check if my stream is still running. I don't actually do it till I get viewers or anything. It's just much easier to. Did it stop streaming? No. Oh, okay. Yeah, it's still running. Stream health is compromised, though, I believe. Minor issues. That sucks. Oh well. Not much I can do about that. So I've got this token file which contains this a token that looks like this 123 ABC. It's some sort of token. Yeah. So and there's an API endpoint here. You basically do a request to this and you get something back. So what I want to do is so there's two ways of interacting with the Telegram bot API. You can either use this get updates method, or you can tell Telegram that you have a webhook set up and to post to your webhook. Basically, it's the difference between the two is that you need to like set up you need to have a dedicated IP address or something. You have to port forward, or and it honestly like it becomes, this is better if you have a service deployed. Like eventually, if I know other people are going to use it, then I'll probably use set webhook and I'll just swap out this thing. But for development, I prefer using get updates. Get updates just continually polls the Telegram API for an array of update objects. yeah, so update objects has an update ID, it has a message, or it can have an inline query, or it can have a callback. It's an update. Um, so yeah, should be straightforward. I've done this a few times before, getting updates. I've only done this once in Elixir before, and I don't entirely remember. So I'll be going to my old source to understand how I did it. I'm just gonna open up my editor, start coding. Um, all right, sweet. I should probably disable Go at some point. I don't use Go anymore, or I rarely use it. That's what I have this. That's why my editor is taking so long to load, because I have a plugin that I rarely use. Um, so get update is a get update. Okay, I've already got the authorizing. Yep. Okay, so I need to take this URL. So first off, I need to figure out how I'm going to actually interact with the Telegram API. So I know there's an HTTP endpoint, um, um, but like I need a way to deal with it. So what I prefer using is HTTP Poison. I believe, yeah. So Hackney, it uses Hackney. I believe I used HTTP Poison, this library for interacting with Telegram before. I think I did. Yeah, I did. And I used Poison for JSON, for to decode JSON, and FeederX for reading in RSS feeds. I'm not sure what Remix. Oh, Remix was for for hot code reloading in development. So yeah, seems seems okay. I prefer this. I've tried out the other one. I think the difference between HTTP Poison and HTTP Potion is that one you have to deal with one uses binaries, I believe. So this one uses Hackney underneath, and it uses binaries instead of stringless. What does that mean? I'm not sure. I'm not very familiar with this. I guess I don't know. Yeah, I remember there was a particular reason why I chose this. I believe it was because I found it very. Oh, no. Ah, I mean, might as well stick with what I know. Okay, HTTP Poison Potion is not sure. Yeah. Oh well. Let's just get started. I can revisit the library selection if I decouple things enough. I think it shouldn't be too big of an issue to swap out the library if I find something that I like. So if I have something like, probably need to add this. So let's add the dependency first. So I can add 8.3. So let's add the latest version of HTTP Poison. If you go into Mix EXS, that's where you add stuff. Add in here. Oops. There. That's it. And I need to add this application thing here. Oh, look. And I can do mix deps.get. It'll pull in. Uh-oh, it's wrong. Do I need? Do I need a comma? Nice. So what it did was it pulled in HTTP poison from hex.pm. And what else do I need to do? I need to do mix deps.compile. This will compile the dependencies for me. If I did, if I did mix compile, that would do the same thing. It would just compile the dependencies first, and then my source files. Looks like I need to update hex. Hex is old. Oh man, this is gonna take a while. While we're waiting for it to compile, it's because I have a rather old computer, and this thing is using up one core, and the other core is probably being used up by my compiler. So yeah, let's. So it starts off with use HTTP poison.base. This imports everything into the namespace, and then you can do things like, yeah, I would rather not do this. I would rather not import everything into the main namespace. I'd rather do this where I can just pull in HTTP poison. Let's do that. So let's have one where it's like pull get updates. Okay, get updates does something. It does an HTTP poison.get at I forget the name of the, oh, it's at this thing. I probably need to generate the token as well. Ooh, how do I do that? I need to read it from the file system. So if I look at Elixir file, it's just called file, I believe. Yeah, this is the file module. It'll lets you read in text and stuff. So you can do file read. So you can do at token. It's going to be file.read. There's a string thing that does strip. I believe it's string strip that I need. All right, so what I need is string not strip. All right, nice. So I can do token. Yeah, so I can just do that token. And it's done compiling, so that's great. Okay. Let's see. How do I not expose my API token? I don't want to have to regenerate it. Yeah. Okay, it doesn't look like it returns anything. Good. So if I do mix dash s, no, sorry, IEX-X mix, it'll load up the REPL for me. Oh, wait, I gotta update. I'm gonna update the package manager. So now I've got IEX-S mix, and this will IEX is the REPL, and it's gonna load in all my packages into it. I can do drd.get updates. Maybe it'll work. Uh-oh. Nice, 302 found. Did I not specify something? Getting updates. Get updates. Optional, optional, optional. So what's wrong? Ah, I didn't specify the right thing. So I have the token and then I do the so I need to add get updates at the end. It's great that I got the 302 found. That means that my thing actually worked. So now I can do drd dot get updates. Huh. I wonder what's 302. That means it's found, but I got redirected for whatever reason. I think I know why. I think there should be a bot here. That's probably why. Yay! Okay, so I've got a response here. Nice. So I've got a response here. This is a JSON response. I need to decode this JSON. Right now it's just a string. I don't know what or rather a binary. I don't know what's inside of it. So what I need to do is decode it. For that I'll need poison. Lecture poison. I'll need to add another dependency for that. And I'll get in it as well. So that so that it cleans up my projectile thing. Yeah. Sweet. Poison is a new JSON library for Elixir, focusing on Liquid's fast speed without sacrificing simplicity, completeness, or correctness. So I can just add that. I just want to be absolutely sure. 210, that's what I need. Right, so I'll just pop it in there. Hopefully I won't need too much configuration. I believe I do need to, I don't need to add it. Okay, so I don't need to add it as an application. Okay. So what do I do? Mix deps.get. Deps.compile. That's going to take a while. So I need to, so I just do poison.decode. I don't need, all I need is I don't care about a struct. All I need is a map of, just a regular old Elixir map. Really, that's all I care about. I'm not, yeah, I think I'm gonna have to look at this. So if I go up one level and go into DRD, and I believe it's the update handler. Okay, so the update handler, that's not it. Uh-oh. My stuff's frozen. Okay. Reply doesn't do anything. Okay, yeah, this is not it. I think it's message fetcher. update URL. This is what we built here. It's just exactly the same thing. Right, so poison.decode body. Okay, if it fails, it fails. We don't really care. Get rid of that. Poison.decode body. Just going to copy that here. Gonna get rid of that. Gonna go in here, and so I think they did a case. So I'm gonna get rid of this and replace it with a URL, and I'm gonna define a URL here. I wonder if you can do that. I guess we'll find out. Okay, so now I have, so what this does is it basically parses this JSON object here. So if the status code is 0, then it'll give us the body and then decode the body into an Elixir struct, or I believe it's some sort of a hash map or something. And we get a body here, and then we can do OK equals true. So we can do io., to return JSON at the end, but io.puts. Let's just return this decode. It looks good. All right, so let's try remix, and let's try running it again. That's not good. Forgot the end. That's why. I think that's why I put in remix. Remix Elixir. Remix is a mix plugin that basically lets you do recompilation on file change. It's pretty cool. Hasn't gotten much attention. Oh, it was updated about 3 months ago. Nice. So what do I need? I can add this. Depths. Nice. So I've got remix installed. And what are they doing? Great. Now they're screw it. let's just put in remix normally. We don't. We'll come back to this. What they're doing is they're basically checking if they're basically checking if it's in development. If it's in development, then you get something. You get a symbol called dev, and that's where this mix.env is coming from. Mix.env applications. It's called here. If it's something else, then just return this. We don't. I don't want to complicate it too much. Well, let's just, yeah. This should work, I believe. Syntax error before. That's why. Mixdeps.get. Mixdeps.compile. Oh man, let's wait another hour. I swear, it's not Elixir that's slow, or Erlang or whatever. It's just because I'm streaming. Okay, now we have Remix running. Hopefully. Today, I'm just gonna, how about this? I'll put that there. Oh, nice. That's useful. Let's just make it silent, actually. that should work. All right, so okay, so it's not complaining anymore, and it's gonna look for this stuff. Oh, one thing I need to do before I go any further is change this to lib drd.ex. That's annoying. That works, and now I can do nice. So now I can do drd.json equals this. JSON dot okay. Oh. JSON okay. True. JSON result. That nice. So now we can talk to the Telegram API. Probably need to go grab my cell phone to be actually able to. Oh no, maybe I have. Yeah, I have Telegram on here. Yeah, so I've got TRD here. Yeah, it's pretty cool. I haven't. Yeah, it's gonna update. Yeah. It's been running for a while. Oh man, it's been running for a while. It's been running for a long while. Oh no. Oh man, that sucks. Yep, I went through all of this trouble to make sure no one saw. I mean, no one's really gonna see this. Okay, let's find out. Telegram login token. Oh, that sucks. Yeah. I think it might have expired by now. I don't really care. No one knows my cell phone number anyways. So now what am I doing? Right, I've got results happening. So what I can do is I can send myself a message, send DRD a message, and probably have to kill it soon. I probably should have a I could have a forever do loop. What I could do is I could have a loop. So it dot inspect get updates. Oh, what I could do is there is something I can actually do. There's a timeout. So we can do is long polling here. Get and we can specify for the URL. We can actually specify something like timeout equals 5 seconds. So if we get a message in the 5 seconds, it'll be good. Okay, sweet. So I can do it's compiled now. So drd dot get updates. Okay, we have 5 seconds to do it. Hello. Yay! It worked. So yeah, that actually works. Nice. Let's do it again. hello world. Let's call it that, or JSON. Nice. So I've got this thing. So basically, what happened is, as soon as we sent a request to Telegram, and Telegram just waited until we got a reply. So until it got a message, it just held on to that request, and it blocked our application for our application was blocked for about 2 seconds, the amount of time it took me to type hello world. So yeah, it's pretty cool. So now we have text. So now we can do yeah. But basically what I want to do is I want to be able to do case do and then do something with this. So I want to do okay, that's true. That has to be true. That has to be right. And I want result to be bound to updates. So updates is an array of updates, and then what we'll do is we'll just return updates. For anything else, it'll just throw a match error, and it'll like go up, and it'll destroy everything up top, or it'll tell the supervisor about excuse me, this error times yeah, this error. So what do we have so far? We have a way to listen to messages. It's pretty cool. Now we just need a way to send messages. How do we send messages? Reply to message, the original. Yeah. Okay. Let's look at this thing. Message ID. We can send it to the message ID. No, we can't. We have to send it to the from. So these two froms are the same. So let's create a def parse. I'm not sure if we're supposed to. Yeah, this isn't proper. Yeah, that's better. Parse message, parse update. All right, let's call it handle update because we're already done parsing the update here. Handle update. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna get a list of updates from here. We're gonna give one update at a time here. So we'll put a update. This is a function that takes an update and it returns something. Maybe a message. I would rather not have it return anything. I would rather have it reply with something, have everything message oriented. But you know, whatever. Let's see how far we get. So when there's a message, what we're going to do is case. We're going to get a message or something. We're going to get an update. So let's look at what an update looks like. Getting updates. So it always has an update ID. That's what you see here. It always has an update ID. It may be a message. It may be an inline query, whatever that is. I have no idea what that is. Yeah, some sort of. Yeah, it's weird. Let's worry about that later. I have no idea. I'm not familiar with Telegram at all. I use it for getting notifications about my about local city news, and for Hacker News and Reddit, but that's about it. Right. So it can. So we have to have either a message, an inline query, or chosen inline result, or a callback query. So what we should do is just check for message. So instead of doing that, we can actually pattern match on here. So let's get the message. Yeah, we get the message. we're taking this, we're taking out this message, and we're assigning it to this variable here. Cool, message, and we're gonna use that message down below. And what we want to do is handle every other type as well. So if that didn't match, if this part didn't match, for everything else, just do nil, just return nil, whatever that means. Like we don't, nothing's using this right now, but when we actually call this function, we'll be able to see it. So we have a message here, and this is a message. It tells us what chat. So let's look at what a message looks like. It's very nested. It's deeply. I mean, that's part of. I guess there are a lot of smart people working on it. I shouldn't criticize their API until I've experienced it a little bit more. So from, so it can be, okay, so it can be empty. So this from can be empty. So let's say, let's actually take, so if it's empty, then it means that it's sent to channels. Yeah, so it's sent to channels. So let's actually take that from, take it out here. Okay. Yeah, so we have a user. So do we have a from here? We do not have a from. Oh, yeah, we do. We have a from, my name, my ID. Yeah, okay, let's do that. So from, and let's just get the, so if we don't include anything, so everything we include in this pattern match has to be there, or else, or else it goes down to this thing. If it has something more, then perfectly fine. We'll just, Elixir doesn't care in this pattern match at all. Not having something means that it failed. If it has more than what you wanted, then it'll pass. So let's say it has an ID, but and it also has a username, but we don't really care, do we? Like, I mean, we're not replying to the username, I believe. We're replying to the message, to the user ID. I believe we could reply to the user to the username, but let's just keep things simple. How do you send a message? Yeah, that's what I really love about Telegram. They're so open. They're so open. It's crazy how open they are. Like, they've got, you can basically, not just their, not just their bot API, you can actually use their regular API, and you can create a clone of Telegram, and it's fine. They're okay. They're okay with it. If you create a clone of Telegram that you want to use specifically, you're free to do so. It's really cool. That is really, really cool. I mean, there are some issues with like security or something like that. I've read about it, but I'm not sending national secrets across Telegram. It's not like the WhatsApp API, which is like reverse engineered crap that doesn't even work. Like, there's a bunch of libraries for WhatsApp that I mean, you can't fault the developers because they reverse engineered it. And like, it's buggy because they don't have access to the source or like an official API. But sorry, I got distracted. So I've got this message here. Sorry, I've got an update here. I'm pulling out the message from here, and the message contains a from, and that from it's super nested. I know, but the from contains an ID, user ID, and now I can use this user ID to reply to the user with something. Let's see. Authorizing your bot. Nope. It's not that. Available methods. I believe there's a send. send message. Send message. There it is. Um, hmm. Let's create let's create this. Let's call this base URL and let's create a gen URL thing. Generate URL path. I don't know. I don't know if Elixir actually has default params or optional params. Oh, that's how you do it. Do 5. So we're doing a 5-second wait time. If Telegram receives something in that 5-second interval, then it'll automatically grab it and we'll continue. So I've got the timeout. Great. So what I can do is get updates URL. We can call that. You know what? Generate your URL path is going to be get updates. Sweet. So this is going to work, and what we're going to do is just for simplicity, I'm going to turn this into a string. It's not good to do that, but oh well. Maybe I can. Screw it. Let's just do that for now. We can refactor later. It's better to have code that works, and then to make it prettier and much easier to read, in my opinion. So I've got the base URL token all set up. Now what I can do is base URL, pop that in there. Base URL, yep, and path. So I've got the path. I just want to make sure, I want to be absolutely sure that it does what I think it does. Uh-oh. Yeah, oh, that's why the function doesn't exist. Sweet, so it works properly. Nice. So what am I doing? Yeah, I need to take these updates and pass them along. So when we get an update, what do we want to happen? We want to send a message, right? I think. Oops, not that. Send message takes a chat ID, or you can take a username as well. Unique ID. Or username. So I need to. Oh, okay. I could do reply to message ID. Let's do that. Let's pull out the message ID from here. Message ID is, dang. Getting updates, get updates. There's an update object. Message. So update contains the message. Message contains the message ID. It's always there. If it's a message, then it's always going to be there. Message ID. Let's get rid of this from. We don't need that. What else do we need? We do need a chat. So sorry, text. So we get a text here. So text. Let's do if it matches hello. Oops. If it matches hello. Let's create a new function called def send reply message ID, and that's it. Case. It's going to be fire and forget. We're not going to bother with. I believe it's a post for send message. Available methods. We support get or post methods. What I'm gonna do is just for convention, I'm just gonna do post instead of for send message. Use this method to send text messages. So what we're gonna do is send message. We don't. That sucks, man. Yeah, that's not nice. The timeout doesn't really apply here. Timeout only applies for get. That sucks. Yeah, let's get rid of that. Timeout's going to be 5. Nice. So I've got the timeout working there. Send a message. Send message something. And I need to do a body. I'm not sure how to do the body. Doesn't look like they like post takes a body, and what type is the body? The body is going to be it's going to be binary. I guess that means string. All right, let's encode it. Oh. Okay, Dang it. I wish it was a little bit easier to do this. Yeah, so I need a chat ID, whatever that means. The username for the target channel. So I guess I just need to specify the username. Yeah, you know what? Let's just do that. Second, if it's gonna be that, I don't know. I didn't plan this, so I guess it's on me. From username. Okay, and now let's do reply username. Okay. 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 Chat the. Sweet. So that does that. Poison dot encode. I believe this does what I wanted to do. And body. Poison dot encode does that, and this thing takes a post URL body. Sweet. That should work. So let's do. Okay, so what we'll do is before text. I think we forgot a comma. The problem. Problem is we're not in JavaScript. You gotta actually make sure these are strings. I believe this is the right syntax. Yeah, I may have messed up the syntax a little bit. It makes sure that's the problem. It should be like this. I hope that's okay. Okay, that actually worked. Okay. Syntax error before text. That's not nice. How do you do strings? Oh, I guess. Yeah. Yeah, that's why. We don't need strings. We need. So these are symbols, and we just need this thing. Poison will take care of this, I believe. Yeah, Poison will convert this to a string for us from a symbol. Name age before text. What's the problem? 24. Forgot a comma. That's really annoying. I guess you got to make the compiler happy. So what we'll do is we'll get the updates to get updates. drd.get updates. Right? And we will send a message. Hello. Now we have a message called hello. Now what we can do is, what we have to do is do enum dot. So we have to. It's a list. It's a list of messages. So we have to actually map over it. I don't remember how it gets enum. Enum dot each. Yeah, each. Invokes the given function for every item in the enumerable. Let's do that then. Enum dot each. pod.handle update. Uh-oh, what's wrong? That's not nice. So we can't just give it a thing. We have to do is we have to create a function, an anonymous function that takes that and passes it in here. Did we get a message? No. No, it didn't give us a message. I think we had a parse error. We got an OK back, so I wonder what the problem could be. So we have a text, we have a message, we have a text, we have an update ID. We have a from. We sent it. Maybe we should. Maybe we should output the result of this. Inspect. Nice. So we have a bad request. Message text is empty. Why would message to outputs body? Let's find out what that is. Looks like nil. What? No. Oh, just compiled right now. So hi there, chat ID should work. Message text is empty. The text is required. Yeah, that works. Are we not posting it right or something? Oh. Okay, well, yeah, we're posting JSON. I think our headers aren't. Yeah, I think our headers aren't right. What we need to do is specify the headers as well. So wasn't encode. So what I think the problem was that is. Let's see if I can actually figure it out. Content type. I'm gonna call it application JSON. Wonder if this actually. Chat not found. That's good. That means we did the wrong thing. That's good. That means we're on the right track. We're almost there. Probably need an ID from ID. My initial idea was right. Oh, did you see that? Okay, so we got a result. So it actually works. So we have something. So we can do, I guess it doesn't matter anymore, but we can actually, it actually works. Yay. Let's, yeah, that's a good start. I mean, I've done this before, but like I know some of the pitfalls, like with the including the application JSON thing. That was the content type. That was I've encountered that before, but it's pretty interesting. I want to expand on this in Maybe next time I'm feeling a little tired. Okay, bye.